In order to sustain our dependence on fossil fuels, we're going to very risky, very extreme new sources. You see this in things like mountaintop removal for coal, fracking for natural gas, offshore drilling for oil, and tar sands, which is the most devastating form of producing fossil fuels. They take away massive forests. The water in the streams and rivers is poisoned. It has severe impact on wildlife, on native communities, and it requires a huge amount of energy simply to get it to our fuel tanks. There is no such thing as clean fossil fuel.
Headsets are hung up in the back. The volume control is right above the microphone, so you can adjust it.
Who clear-cut all of this? There's a logging company here in town, so typically where people need the trees cut to do any development of any sort here, there's a local mill and they process all the wood. This would be all boreal forest here. This would have started as a pretty small operation back in the mid to late 1960s. Different than it is today. Today we produce about 350,000 barrels a day of synthetic crude oil from this facility. There's a couple of other ones. Leonardo, there's Exxon. They have started up a new mine just recently. And then there's Shell.
So those are all the black is the oil sands.
Yeah, you can tell by looking at it that it is oil in it. So what happens in real time is we take this sandy oil and we wash the oil out of the sand. We just pump steam into the ground, and then as the ground warms, literally the oil drops. It just falls out of the sand, and then we're done.
Kind of looks like Mordor.
Like what?
Mordor from Lord of the Rings. It's such a massive operation. It's mind-blowing.
Now this, of course, is just our mining operation. And we'll get to the extraction operation and the upgrading operation. The in-situ operation is some 70 kilometers or so away, but the plants are connected by pipelines and so on.
The truth is, the more I've learned about this issue and everything that contributes to the problem, the more I realize how much I don't know. How much I don't know about this issue. The first time I ever heard the term global warming, which is what it was called back then, I was in my early 20s. I had the opportunity to sit down one-on-one